Okay, so we will start with the consignment topic today. But before that, I just wanted to make it clear that we should have a clear understanding about the SD business processes. So, what is the SD business process? I mean by that, the SD business process is comprises of following topics. Let's say we already know there is a concept called third party sales, right? So it's a business process. So obviously we are mapping that business process in SAP. We are creating that item category, tasks and all stuff, whatever we discussed. But what I'm trying to say, there is a business process called third party sales. So there can be another business process, which we all know that is a normal sales or standard OTC process. So standard OTC process means it will start with order, it will go to delivery, it will go to invoicing and all. So these are the business processes we are now trying to understand. So one of the business processes again is the consignment. So I discussed that before consignment. I'm not sure with these guys, Priya and Omkar, but definitely I discussed with this with Amar, you and Chetan, this group. So what is the consignment and how we means at least from the high level में business process क्या है. Being said that it's open to all means I just wanted to understand your understanding level right now for this business process. What is consignment? किसी को business not about the SAP. Obviously we're going to go to the system and see all this stuff will happen. But business process wise consignment क्या है? किसी को idea है क्या? Anybody has an
Sir,
idea?
hello. Am I audible?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Go
the
ahead.
consignment process is basically what happens is that material which company makes is been sent at a vendor's place, or the seller's place, and till the time it is but it is still on the ownership is still with the customer, with the company. And when the eventually the sale happens, then only the ownership is transferred. So basically consignment is kind of, yeah, you can say it is majorly used in industry, like vehicles, like any car company. So basically whenever the company manufactures the car, so it will send a set of car to every of one of its dealer, even though the material is currently residing with the dealer, or the activity, the ownership is with the company. And that's the basically consignment idea what I have.
Okay. So what anybody wants to add? चेतन के साथ कुछ ऐड करना चाहते हो किसी ने? Okay. So what he's trying to tell us in nutshell is that consignment जो process है ना, एक उन्होंने एक word use किया ownership. So ownership ये जो word है ये has to be there when we are discussing about the consignment. So normal sale process में क्या होता है? If I talk about the standard sales process, it will be sales order, it will be delivery, that we all know, right? Invoicing. तो यहाँ पे ओनरशिप का बात नहीं आता है क्योंकि whenever you delivering the goods, when you are invoicing the product and all, so ownership automatically gets transferred क्योंकि आप बेच रहे हो, मतलब it's a complete sale process, standard sales process. So sales order, delivery, invoicing, it's a standard process that we are talking about. So when we are talking about consignment, consignment is something that ownership plays a bigger role. So let's take an example scenario, business scenario, जहाँ पे हम लोग बात कर सकते हैं. एक सिंपल सिनेरियो लेंगे, मारुति सुजुकी का जो वैगनर है, जो गाड़ी everybody knows it's a वैगनर, one of the most popular model. So वैगनर का अगर मारुति ने डिसाइड किया है, they have launched a new version. New version means वैगनर is a brand, but they have launched a, let's say अभी शायद ZXI है, ऐसा कुछ होगा, तो अभी VXI करके कुछ ऑटोमेटिक मॉडल, सेमी ऑटोमेटिक मॉडल ऐसा कुछ लॉन्च किया उन्होंने. तो व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल send to their all top 100 dealers across India to this particular model for the display purpose. So they will tell to the dealers that, hey, we have launched this with the so and so features and all. It has a good mileage, it has a good looks, it has a good engine power, horsepower, everything is there. But the purpose, the marketing funda behind that is जो दिखता नहीं है वो बिकता नहीं है. मतलब if you don't display, it will not sell. So that, because when you display it, you will put a sales guy, company will put a sales guy, he will give a demo, customer will see, a kind of advertisement will happen in the dealer's place. So that's behind the marketing funda. So they will send this VXI model to the dealer counter. So what the dealer will do, dealer will display it, but definitely dealer will be bit hesitant to build that particular product. Why I'm saying build that particular product, वो standard process में जाने के लिए थोड़ा सा उसको problem होगा. Problem in the sense he will not be so much enthusiastic to take the new model if I compare with the old model. मतलब अगर VXI existing model है जो market में running है, definitely he will take happy to take it, because Wagoner VXI sorry, Wagoner existing model जो has, let's say existing model is ZXI. So ZXI is a running model. So he will happy to build that because he know that he has a lot of customer base. He has a this particular product is already proven. So वो आराम से ले लेंगे. But for this new model which is VXI, उसका प्रॉब्लम होगा क्योंकि वो उसको थोड़ा सा दिक्कत आएंगे कि वो मार्केट में चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा, whether customer will accept it or not. All these factors will come into his mind and he may not be interested to build directly. So that's a reason, another reason company pushes for the consignment. So company क्या बोलेंगे, ठीक है मैंने आपका काउंटर में I will put that in display for 1 month. So my sales guy will be there. I will give in the product features demo to the customer free of cost. आपको सिर्फ आपका काउंटर में स्पेस दे दो, एक prominent space दे दो, जहाँ पे whenever the customer enters to the showroom, he can see the product. So I'm talking about all these stories behind the, it's not SAP related, but it is related to how the marketing funda, how the sales funda goes behind this consignment process. So dealer will see that it's happy because there is no investment is required from his end. So he will just ready to agree with the concept. So Maruti Suzuki will send one Wagoner VXI model, the new model, and it will be displayed to his dealer counter. So that's a way, that's a background of the story. Now, what will happen when, what we need to infer from this story is that the ownership doesn't transfer to the dealer because he is not going to the standard business process. Standard business process means sales order, delivery, invoicing, he is not going. What he is saying, agar ये product बिकेगा, whether if this product is get sold out, I will pay. Otherwise, I will not pay. That's a dealer version to the company. So company will say it's okay. If you sell it, you will pay it. Otherwise, I will return it from my end. So ownership lies with company. Company means Maruti Suzuki in this case. Dealer doesn't own that particular car, Wagoner VXI जो नया मॉडल है, उसका ownership still lies with Maruti Suzuki. Now, there can be two situations, right? Whether dealer can sell that product, able to sell that product, or dealer cannot able to sell that product. Either ways there can be two, मतलब दो ही तो हो सकता है, अगर सेल कर पाएंगे या नहीं कर पाएंगे. अगर सेल कर पाएंगे then it's fine, it is everything is happy, then it's in a happy path. So dealer will sell it, he will give the money, Suzuki, Maruti will be happy, and it will be finished in a good note. If doesn't he able to sell it as per the commitment, Maruti will pick this up. वो बोलेंगे stipulated period में, let's say 1 month period में he is not able to sell, the dealer not able to sell, so he will, the Maruti will pick this particular vehicle at his own cost and back to his warehouse. So that is a another way to see the consignment. So बिकेगा, whether if you sell that dealer then he will pay, otherwise he will not pay. Hope this particular business story is clear to everybody. Just let me know if you need any clarification, otherwise we'll go for the processes, means what are the steps we need to follow and all. But let's try to understand the business process first. Okay, so I take it as yes, but feel free to stop me कुछ question है तो ये जो कंसाइनमेंट प्रोसेस का जो स्टोरी मैंने जो बिजनेस स्टोरी आपको बताया, इसमें 4 प्रोसेस इन्वॉल्व्ड है बिजनेस, मतलब फ्रॉम SAP perspective. Now we are moving from business process to how it get mapped in SAP. मतलब SAP में कैसे मैप होता है. So there are 4 processes are mapped in consignment. So what is consignment? Fill up, consignment pickup, consignment issue, and consignment return. मैंने जो बिजनेस स्टोरी अभी बताया आप लोग को, so it will cover all these 4 steps. So maybe we now just put a demarcation, मतलब एक डिवाइड कर देंगे उसको, and उसको level will label it as a consignment, fill up, pick up, issue and return. But the story will be same, the process will be same, but different steps we will put a different level. That's it. उतना ही है, but these are the only those label names. So वो story में क्या हुआ? There are 2 parties, right? One is a Maruti, another is vendor, um, let's say ABC Auto. So what is the first step? I'm just writing that story once again. So Maruti will send Pagana BXI to ABC Auto on consignment basis. That's the way we started the story, right? We label these particular steps. Sorry. We label these particular steps as consignment fill up. So this is process, this is the steps. So whenever he will sell, he will send that to the ABC Auto, that is called a consignment fill up. So after that, what will happen? It will get sold or not sold, right? If it not sold, then it will be picked up by Maruti. So what I'm trying to say, if not sold, just putting in short, then picked up by Maruti from ABC Auto dealer counter, dealer shop or whatever it may be. That is called a consignment pickup. Now we just remove the odd path. Odd path means agar sale nahi hua, that's I'm trying to tell as a odd path. If it is get sale, it gets sold actually. So how it will happen? So if ABC Auto able to sell it, sell this model to end consumer or end customer, then that business process is called a consignment issue. अगर sell हो गया, so it's a consignment issue. Now, अगर sell हुआ, so obviously that product can be defective, cannot be good, whatever may be the reason, customer can return that. So if end customer return the product, then it will be consignment return. So in nutshell, what I'm trying to say, these two are consignment fill up and pick up is not a standard process, but these two are the standard process. What I'm trying to say, why it is standard process? It's a sales process. Issue means sales actually. This is a return. So in standard business process, whatever is sales we are calling, we're in consignment space, in consignment concept, we are calling them as a consignment issue. अगर सेल हुआ तो रिटर्न हो सकता है, सो रिटर्न को हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कंसाइनमेंट रिटर्न. So just for your understanding purpose, consignment issue is nothing but a sale. Consignment return is nothing but a return with base to that sale. मतलब जो सेल किया आपने कस्टमर ने वो डिफेक्टिव है उसमें whatever may be the XYZ reason he wants to return back to the seller, and that is called a consignment return. So these two are I think should not be any problem. So consignment fill up and pick up is a nature of the consignment, means that's the reason the whole discussion is happening. पहले आप fill up करोगे stock को, means it's your stock, you are using dealer space, dealer का जो space है वो use कर रहा हो to fill up करने के लिए, and if it is not get sold out, you will picking up at your own expenses. So that is called a consignment fill up and pick up. So these four processes we will see in the system, but just try to understand, right? कुछ questions है इसमें, क्योंकि अभी हम लोग फिलअप पिकअप इशू रिटर्न में ही बात करेंगे, ये चारों स्टेप्स में बात करेंगे, एंड हाउ वी आर लेवलिंग टू दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टेप, दैट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, दैट इज एक्सपेक्टेशन हियर. किसको फिलअप बोल रहा है, किसको पिकअप बोल रहा है, किसको इशू बोल रहा है, रिटर्न बोल रहा है. If you are clear with all these four steps, the leveling part, then we'll move on to the system and see how this is mapped in the SAP.
ठीक है.
अच्छा, चेतन बोल रहा है ठीक है. Rest of the people all good,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, let's move ahead to see in the system. अभी consignment fill up pick up issue return ये जो है इसको कैसे हम लोग system में map कर रहे हैं. One thing we should remember that in consignment all is based on this document type. So ये जो मैंने बोल रहा हूँ, जो leveling मैंने कर रहा हूँ, consignment fill up, consignment pick up, issue return, all these have a 4 separate document type. Why is the document type? Because the business process. So business process is different. If you remember, when we are discussing about the document type, business sales document type, so I said that whenever the business process is different, we will use the different uh, document type. So as this particular business process is completely different from the standard business process, means sales order, delivery, invoicing. This if this is called as a standard business process, then it is completely different. That's the reason SAP has provided the different document types to identify the different process. So when I'm saying different document type means consignment fill up के लिए एक document type होगा, pickup के लिए एक different document type होगा, issue and return के लिए भी separate document type होगा. So in nutshell, there are four different document types we are going to discuss based on the fill up, pickup, issue and return. चारों के लिए चारों different document type रहेंगे. So what are the document types that we will see in the system? But the consignment process, just try to remember that consignment process is all about the document types. Based on the document types, we can understand this process is a consignment. So let me log into the system. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा confusion ऐसा है, SAP has provided two kinds of document types. Either of them it can be used. So in older days, we are using that for consignment. If I talk about the document type, so this is called a CF. It is easy to remember: consignment fill up, consignment pickup CP, consignment issue CI. Only this particular document type CONR is a consignment return. It should be CR followed to that previously what we discussed CF, CP and CI. It should be CR, but CR, the credit request is there, credit memo request is there. There is a document type called CR. Maybe that's the reason SAP has changed to CONR. So these are the 5 document types are there. This is someone is using in the, if you open that VA01, sales order creation, if you put a consignment fill up, so it will open it. If you put a CI, so consignment issue, so CFCI CP is a consignment pickup, and the last one is CONR, consignment return. That's the way these 4 document types are there. Although there is another set of document types is available, somebody is using this one too. This KB, KE, KR and KA. So आपको project में शायद मिलेंगे जो your project is using this document type KB. So let's say it is KB. You can see it is the same thing. Consignment fill up is opening. KBKR is a consignment return. So this set of documents is also available, but item category is same. Means we will talk about the item category later, but right now let's focus on the document type level. So either you can use KB or you can use CF. Here you can use KE or CI, KR or CR. That way it will work. So consignment pickup is CP or you can use a KA. So I will go to the document type configuration, but let's try to create a sales order first with a fill up. So fill up is a CP, sorry, CF. CF, consignment fill up. I'm using that old one, CF and CP and all this stuff. So C and F, consignment fill up. So you're free to use this particular document type also, KB, KE, KRK. I think the difference in the version, but it's in the both the version means both the document types is available in the ECC 6.0. So you can use any of that. Whatever your project is using, you can use that. That's not an issue. But more or less, I think in project level, they are using KB, KE, KRK. But some projects I have seen they're using the CP, CR, CI, CF, whatever maybe. So no definite answer I have. So let's say this consignment fill up I'm using. So I put a sold to party. I'll put a PO number and I put a material. So it's all standard process and all. So what is the business process? Let's say if I go to this particular Excel, so Maruti will send Wagoner ABC Auto to the consignment basis. So it's a Wagoner, let's say two car are going to send to from Maruti to ABC Auto Limited. So I'll put a order quantity as two. Oh, so yeah. So what is this error? Can anybody tell how to resolve this?
Sir, minimum order quantity defined. Yeah, minimum issue is there. It should
Yeah,
be
कहाँ से
minimum
उसको
10.
fix करना कहाँ से fix करना पड़ेगा if I want to remove this error?
सर कस्टमर मास्टर से शायद से, या फिर कस्टमर या मटेरियल से भी हो सकता है मेरे हिसाब से।
मटेरियल मास्टर से होगा ना।
कौन सा फिक्स एक बताओ, कस्टमर मटेरियल? ऐसा नहीं है, हम लोग सोचेंगे क्यों है, मतलब वाई यूर कस्टमर, वाई नॉट कस्टमर, वाई मटेरियल और वाइस वर्सा।
सर मटेरियल मेरे हिसाब से मटेरियल में आएगा, मिनिमम ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी काइंड ऑफ थिंग, वहाँ पे लिमिट रहता है MM01 MM02।
Can anybody tell where I need to go in which view?
सर सेल्स व्यू में जाना पड़ेगा, सेल्स ऑर्डर 1 या 2 में जाएंगे।
इसने कोई चेंज कर दिया। उन्होंने इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर डिलीट कर दिया, that's a problem. So D is deleted and D, this material is created based on D. I don't know D क्या था। I don't know, अभी इसको नया करके क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा। Yeah, it's in material master. I think sales org 1 में है, minimum order quantity करके एक फील्ड आता है। So उसमें MM03 भी नहीं लिखेंगे। Second, let me see if any other material is available. I will show it to you. और आप लोग का कोई मटेरियल है जो ये सिस्टम यूज कर रहा है, वो भी दे सकते हो। Just wanted to show you that minimum order quantity इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर में कोई चेंज किया है। Anyway, so what we can do, we will keep that as 10 actually. Minimum order quantity अभी 10 बोल रहा है, तो 10 ही करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो ये मारेंगे। If you want to remove that, you have to go to the material master, sales org 1, and there is a minimum order quantity is maintained, so you have to remove that, and then it will do not show that, it will not show that error. Okay. So I think stock is not there right now. Let me see the MMB. I'm putting the, sorry. Let me create the order once again. I think I have pasted the different material. So I put the same material here and order quantity as 10. Still the stock is not there. How we can understand the stock is not there? You can see confirm quantity 0. So if I continue here, what will happen? If you go to the schedule line level, you can see confirm quantity is 0. So how we need to do, how we need to understand the stock is not there? So from transaction MMB, so ideal transaction is CO09. ये हम लोग थोड़ा सा off topic जा रहा है, but just for your FII, if you go to the availability overview, this particular transaction code CO09 with the material. So you can see that cumulative ATP quantity is 0. So that means in this particular field, we maintain the stock. So this is 0. So we can, there are different transaction code to see the stock. Another one is MMB. MMB is based on the material, plant, storage location, and batch. So you can see the stock here itself. So you can see this is the unrestricted stock is 15, but out of that, it is already scheduled for delivery is 9. So somebody has created the delivery for 9 for this particular material with a storage location. So if I put a quantity of 10, that's a reason. So 15 out of 15, the schedule for delivery is 9. So available is 6. The system will not take, right? So available quantity is 6. The system will not take. So what we will do, we will upload the stock quickly. Or let me delete that delivery. That will also fine. Whatever the delivery is created, we cannot do in the production system, but as we are testing, so we can quickly delete that delivery. So this is the delivery number of 9 quantities. So I'll open that. PS02N. This is the delivery. I'm just going to trying to delete it. So delivery is deleted. We'll see the stock. It looks like it is not there. Schedule for delivery is now blank actually. This particular previously it was showing as 9. Or either way, you can just go to the MB1C, this particular transaction, put your material number, the movement type of 561, and the plant is UV11, whatever the plant you have, and the movement type 561 you have to put. Press enter. Again, you have to put your material and how much stock you want to upload, 20. So here is the storage location is required. So what is the storage location? 1000. Press enter. Your document has been posted. Means this is a material document. So that's the way we upload the stock. So document for 5 times 0 1758 is posted. So now if you go to MMB and check it, so you can see previously it was 15, now we uploaded 20, so total 35. 15 plus 20, 35 stock is available. So that is another way to, without deleting the delivery and all this stuff, easily we can upload the stock. So in S4 HANA, this is not the stock upload process. In S4 HANA, there is a transaction code called MIGO, MIGO, जो हम लोग थर्ड पार्टी में यूज कर रहे हैं. उसके थ्रू हम लोग स्टॉक अपलोड करते हैं because MB1C is in S4 HANA. So you have to put your good receipt and then you have to put your reservation. You have to change this as a reservation and then you can upload it. Put a material document, material number and upload that. So just for FYI, that particular steps what I have seen, it's on the ECC purpose. Only ECC purpose. This MB1C is not available in S4 HANA. This transaction code I'm talking about is not available in S4 HANA. Okay,
Hey,
let's
Arindam.
create a, yeah.
So just wanted to clarify one thing. Are we the ones who would be, required to update the stocks from time to time, or is it like it would be a job for the MM guys?
No, actually, in real life, how it happens is nobody means either MM or SD. Nobody upload the stock. Business upload the stock actually because business the plant
That's because of
guys.
the
Yeah,
integrations. Okay.
नॉट द इंटीग्रेशन, बिकॉज हम लोग तो कंसल्टेंट है ना, हम लोग सिर्फ काम कर रहे हैं। अभी बिजनेस एक्चुअल में कौन सा प्लांट में कितना, कौन सा स्टोरेज लोकेशन में कितना स्टॉक रखेंगे,
Correct. Correct. Right.
दैट्स अ बिजनेस कॉल। बिजनेस को मालूम है ये प्रोडक्ट का स्टॉक आएंगे, ये नहीं आएंगे, बट दे डोंट डू थ्रू दिस MB1C और मिगो ऑल दिस स्टफ। There are some stock upload tool is there, means I will discuss this in the in last session. So LSMW करके एक tool होता है, उसके थ्रू हम लोग अपलोड, मतलब इट्स अ मास अपलोड। तो ऑब्वियसली दे विल नॉट डू फॉर वन मटेरियल, दे विल डू 100 मटेरियल्स एट ए वन गो, क्योंकि हर दिन तो स्टॉक अपलोड नहीं करेंगे।
Mm-hmm.
सो 100 मटेरियल्स के लिए वो कर देते हैं, एक साथ उसको अपलोड कर देता है वो मास, कुछ टी कोड है उसके थ्रू अपलोड हो जाता है। दैट्स अ वे इट विल गेट अपलोडेड, दैट इज वन ऑफ द वे। बट इसमें ना इसमें थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन है, बट मैं भूल जाऊंगा, अगर किसी ने रिमाइंड कर दिया। सो आई विल शो इट टू यू दिस कॉन्सेप्ट एक्चुअली। मतलब स्टॉक तो सिर्फ अपलोड नहीं होता, देयर कैन बी इनकमिंग स्टॉक, मीन्स वेंडर से आपको परचेज ऑर्डर आएंगे। आप समझ रहे हो ना बात, मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल वेंडर ने मेरे मेरे को माल भेज रहा है, so that will be a incoming sales, incoming purchase or incoming stock. If you remember that ATP discussion, one is the current stock प्लस इनकमिंग स्टॉक माइनस आउटगोइंग स्टॉक, ये हम लोग फॉर्मूला का बात किया था ना एटीपी में। सो करेंट स्टॉक के साथ अगर करेंट स्टॉक जीरो है बट वेंडर इज सेंडिंग द गुड्स, फिनिश गुड्स है, तो रॉ मटेरियल उसको मतलब प्रोसेस करके वो भेज जाए मेरे को, सो दैट इज ऑल्सो इट इज इंक्रीजिंग द स्टॉक, राइट? सो दैट विल बी अ इनकमिंग स्टॉक थ्रू अ परचेज ऑर्डर। सो परचेज ऑर्डर थ्रू भी स्टॉक अपलोड होता है। So if we go to the discussion, it will just divert whole the topic. So I'm just restrict myself as you ask this question, but just remind me maybe next session or sometimes before beginning the class. If you remember, just recall me. I will try to remember too. I will discuss that. There is a process actually. तो उसमें अपने को ये important है, हम लोग बात कर सकते हैं उसको. Anyway, so VA01 will create it as a consignment fill up. So now we will create a order. So right now the stock is 35. Let's see. We create a order of order quantity 10. You see there is no pop-up window is coming up. Pop-up in the sense availability overview window is not opening up. Why it is not opening up? Because it's getting confirmed. If I go to the schedule line level, I can see the confirmed quantity as 10. So if it is not there, then availability control overview will happen. Let's say I'll try to put a quantity of 55. You can see it is whatever is this availability control overview screen will open up and it will show that out of 55 order quantity, only 20 is available. Why 20 is available? Because I think 15 is already somebody reserved. So whatever we uploaded just now through the MB1C transaction, this 20 quantities. So that's a thing actually. So let's put it as 10. So out of 20, that's only 10 we are just trying to consume. That's the way system is understanding. So 10 quantity उसको availability आ रहा है, तो उसके लिए availability overview screen, availability control screen open नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, so let's go to the item category level actually. So what is the item category? Is it 10 or something else? It's a
सर
KBN.
ये आपने यहाँ पे कोई मूवमेंट टाइप नहीं डालना पड़ता है क्या कि नहीं?
सेल्स ऑर्डर में क्यों मूवमेंट टाइप डालेंगे हम लोग?
मुझे लगा था कि मूवमेंट टाइप लगेगा, आउट जा रहा है ना ये इशू।
मूवमेंट टाइप कहाँ पे लगेंगे?
जब मूवमेंट मटेरियल मूव हो रहा है तब।
नहीं
याद नहीं आ रहा लोकेशन मुझे।
मेरा क्वेश्चन है मूवमेंट टाइप कहाँ पे होगा? Where I can see the movement type in SD area. Material.
वेयरहाउस में मटेरियल का
मतलब अमर ये बोल रहे मटेरियल मास्टर में, मटेरियल मास्टर में मूवमेंट टाइप होगा. वो कहाँ पे होगा, कौन सा व्यू में मटेरियल मास्टर में मूवमेंट टाइप आएंगे? Question is good. We can discuss it, but let's understand that what he is saying that movement type यहाँ पे नहीं है. Movement type तो हम लोग sales order में नहीं डालता है, for sure. There will be no space where you can put a movement type. So we can put the movement type where we can put the movement type on the schedule line level. If I go to the schedule line level VOV6, if I put a, let's say CP standard schedule line, you can see there is a movement type 601. Here we maintain the movement. When you configure the schedule line, आप जब configure करते हो schedule line, उसी time में आपका movement type define करते हो. So for example, third party says there will be different movement type, but let's see where for the consignment, what is the movement type. So what is the schedule line? Then we first need to understand item category is KBN. So for CP और KB जो भी आप document type use कर रहे हो consignment fill up के लिए, उसका item category है KBN. Now if I want to check the schedule line level, I will go this particular graph, or I can double click and go select this schedule line, and there is a schedule line is E1. Schedule line category is E1. So now let's go to the VOV6 and see what is the E1 means, how it looks like. So it is something description is there. Let's see. So it is a 631 goods issue consignment lending. So this is the movement type. So to answer your question, we need not to maintain any movement type in the sales order level, but it's already attached to the schedule line level. Please try to understand the flow. अगर ये flow आप नहीं समझोगे तो interest नहीं आएंगे आपको, मतलब you will get confused every time. जो भी document type आप use कर रहे हो, let's say I'm using a document type called CF, consignment fill up. उसके बेसिस में मेरा आइटम कैटेगरी KBN डिटरमाइन हो रहा है, उसके बेसिस में मेरा स्केड्यूल लाइन डिटरमाइन हो रहा है E1, और उसके बेसिस में मेरा मूवमेंट टाइप डिटरमाइन हो रहा है 631. So I'm just saying easily this one, but there is a determination rule is happening. I hope you are aware that document type हम लोग जब assign करते हैं item category determination में, what is the how the item category gets determined based on the sales order type, higher level item category group, usage, ये सब पैरामीटर लेके item category determine हुआ KBN. So based on CF item categories, KBN is get determined. Just refresh your item category determination concept, you will understand that CB, what I'm trying to say, KBN CF के साथ tie up है. जब भी मैं VA01 में CF डाल रहा हूँ, ऑटोमेटिकली वो KBN डिटरमाइन हो जाएंगे. Schedule line determination, what is the schedule line determination? Based on the MRP type and the item category. So based on the KBN actually, this E1 gets determined. ये पूरा linked है actually, मतलब CF से KBN determine हो रहा है, KBN से E1 determine हो रहा है, और E1 में हम लोग already 631 configure करके रखा है. So that's the reason आपको in nutshell हम लोग starting मतलब CF जब डाल रहा हो वो 631 लेगा, movement type 631 ले लेंगे. Is that answer your question, Chetan?
Yes, yes.
Okay. If anybody has a doubt, let me know. But these are the basics actually. वो हम लोग को clear होना चाहिए. ठीक है, तो ये E1 schedule line automatic determine हो गया. उसमें से movement, I will come to the movement type part little bit later, but let's understand the item category and the schedule line first. So item category is KBN, schedule line is E1. So nothing fancy is happening, we just need to save it here. So consignment fill up 20227 has been saved. Now what we will do, we'll create a delivery actually. So where we are right now, let's refresh the business story. So fill up के लिए हम लोग 10 क्वांटिटी भेजा था एबीसी ऑटो लिमिटेड, उसके लिए मैंने सेल्स ऑर्डर क्रिएट किया विद अ डॉक्यूमेंट टाइप CF। अभी भेजना है तो हैव टू डू द डिलीवरी, राइट? I'll go to VS02. This is my sales order. I'll put a delivery here. So I'm trying to create a delivery. इसमें कुछ प्राइसिंग का एरर आ रहा है, इट्स फाइन, अभी देखना पड़ेगा वो, मतलब वो कंडीशन टाइप में मिसिंग होगा, ये कुछ मतलब कंडीशन रिकॉर्ड मिसिंग होगा एक्चुअली, इट्स फाइन, मतलब अभी हम लोग उसमें कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं कर रहे हैं। सो विल गो टू द पिकिंग, 10 क्वांटिटी पिक कर रहे हैं, वी आर सेंडिंग टू द डीलर वेयर हाउस। So you can see this PGI is completed. So you have run the PGI and this 8002047 has been created. Okay. So now what is the next step? We need to do the billing, right? So I'll go to the VL02N and try to do the billing here. So this is I just copy this particular delivery number and try to bill it. Don't just listen, try to think about it, what is happening. So what I'm trying to say, delivery हो गया, अभी हम लोग billing कर रहे हैं। So you can see this is a processing status is incorrect. So what is saying why the processing status is incorrect? How we can see the log? You go to the billing, create billing the option में, वहाँ पे edit menu bar में जाके उसको you see the log option. तो क्या बोल रहा है ये? This document is not relevant for billing. तो होगा ना, that's a expected behavior because you are sending goods to the customer and ownership doesn't transfer. So how you will bill it actually? So fill up may in nutshell, there is no billing happen. Billing will happen in the consignment issue because this is the actual sale, or even consignment return. When you take a return, you will reverse that billing. So in consignment issue and return, the billing can happen. But in fill up and pick up, there will be no billing will happen because you cannot charge the customer right now. आपने तो सिर्फ वही तो बात हुआ ना, agreement is that I will display your product in your counter. I will take the particular space and display the product. If the material is sold out, I will pay. Otherwise, I mean, dealer will pay. Otherwise, I will return it. I means here Maruti. So everything I'm talking from the seller perspective. SD is the seller. Everything we talk about the seller perspective. So from seller perspective means Maruti's perspective. That's the way it is happening. It is expected behavior that we cannot bill the product because it's a consignment fill up. कोई डाउट है इसमें? Why we cannot create a billing here? Because it's a consignment fill up. So let's see the stock.
So basically you're saying that unless and until जैसे जो process है, unless and until it is only moving the goods from the my warehouse to this warehouse, dealer's
Correct.
warehouse. So till that time
Right.
when it is not the dealer sells, it will not be done.
Correct. So the what we are talking about, you can clearly understand from MMB. If you check the MMB, you can see the total stock is 25, but consignment stock is 10. You can see this one. Just give me 1 second. Just review this particular screen. I will come back. So what is happening? We are reserving kind of consignment stock for 10 quantities. Now I will take an example of 10 quantity here. Now I will do a actual sell, means consignment issue. Out of 10 quantity, it will be reduced. Means if I create a CI, consignment issue document type, whatever the actual sale happens to the end customer. So consignment issue means from ABC Auto Limited, it will move to his end customer. Means actually ABC Auto Limited is selling that product. That's a consignment issue, right? So let's say out of 10, if he sells 6, then this particular stock will reduce to 4 because 6 उन्होंने बेच दिया. So in my system, it's my system means it's a Maruti system, right? It's a seller system. In seller system, it will show as a 4 because 6 is sold out from the dealer place. Clear on that?
एक बार
So it's a
ये रिपीट
hmm,
कर, सॉरी एक बार
hmm,
रिपीट
hmm,
प्लीज.
hmm. So let's see in the Excel. I think that will be easy. So what we are trying to say, we have created a consignment fill up as 10. Now उन्होंने 10 गाड़ी मैंने भेजा है वागनर VXI मॉडल जो है 10 गाड़ी मैंने भेजा है. उसमें से डीलर ने 6 बेच दिया. 6 बेच दिया इन द सेंस डीलर ABC Auto Limited has sold out 6 quantity of Wagoner to his own customer. So it is the stock is still lies with Maruti, right? तो मारुति स्टॉक कैसे मेंटेन करेंगे उसका बात कर रहे हैं. तो 10 स्टॉक में था, उसमें से 6 बेच दिया उन्होंने. So balance amount is 10 minus 6, 4. So 4 will be on the stock. वो जो 6 बेचा है उसके लिए हम लोग को कंसाइनमेंट इशू करके ये क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा. डॉक्यूमेंट टाइप कंसाइनमेंट इशू होगा और उसमें हम लोग 6 डालेंगे. So when you put the 6, after that if you check that consignment fill up, after that if you check the MMB transaction, you can see the consignment stock goes down to 6. It goes down to 4 actually because 6 you already sold out. So remaining stock will be 10 minus 6, 4. That's what I'm trying to say. So आपको अगर समझना है ना तो आप ये करके समझो, इट्स अ बकेट जो बकेट में मैंने कंसाइनमेंट स्टॉक डाला है. सो कंसाइनमेंट स्टॉक इज 10. अभी 10 से जितना सेल होगा, जितना रिटर्न होगा तो ऐड होगा, सेल होगा तो माइनस होगा, बट वो 25 के अंदर नहीं जाएंगे बिकॉज इट्स अ ओवरऑल स्टॉक एंड वी विल प्ले विद दिस पर्टिकुलर 10 क्वांटिटी स्टॉक. Is that clear to everybody or you need a more clarification?
No,
Okay. I'm not going to the each and every ये document type मैंने create नहीं कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि इसमें just it will get give some it will go more time to show it to you, but I will be in more interested to the configuration level. तो आप जब घर पे when you practice it at your spare time, try to create this way. Create a consignment fill up of 10 quantities, create a consignment issue of 6 quantities, check the MMB, how the stock is getting reduced and all. Then you will understand how this consignment issue is working. I'm not going to the detail, but let me know if you still not able to understand. I'm happy to create another consignment issue or consignment pickup or return. ये पूरा steps हम लोग कर सकते हैं, उसमें कोई problem नहीं. So we will see the document type level configuration. I will compare with the standard order process and the consignment return. ये अपना standard order है OR, and I will open another window जिससे बेसिस में हम लोग अभी create किया document type, that is CF. So left hand side is the OR, right hand side is the consignment fill up. So what we need to do, I think the point to be noted here is the billing queue create नहीं हुआ. That's something new have seen. क्योंकि billing create नहीं हो रहा है. तो उसका configuration कहाँ पे होगा? That's I'm trying to show it to you. यहाँ पे देखो डिलीवरी रिलेटेड बिलिंग टाइप इज F2 जो स्टैंडर्ड वन है. OR का बात कर रहा हूँ मैंने. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड है ना OR है ये. ऑर्डर रिलेटेड बिलिंग F1 एंड इंटर कंपनी बिलिंग है ये IV करके कुछ डाला है. सो वी आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड ऑन दैट. यहाँ पे देखो इसमें कोई बिलिंग टाइप है ही नहीं. That's the reason system is getting an error message saying that this particular document is not relevant for billing. So standard में हम लोग billing time define करके रखा है and consignment document type में billing type define नहीं है. So that is also a point why the system is not creating that invoice document. But obviously we understood from the business perspective that ये fill up है. Fill up में तो we are sending the goods to the dealer. So obviously no question of transfer of ownership. So we cannot charge the dealer. That's the reason we are not creating the invoice. But where the configuration lies, the configuration lies in these steps. So I will try to show you another configuration that's on item category level. अभी document type level में हम लोग compare कर लिया standard process के साथ consignment process का. Let's try to see from the item category level में कुछ difference है क्या. So standard item category we will compare with TAN and the KBN. This is standard item category. TAN, I will open VOV 7 item category, and we have seen the consignment fill up item category is KBN. So we will put that in the right hand side. So same, the standard one is TAN is the left hand and right hand side is a consignment fill up. So what we will see, what is the billing relevance is M, and here the billing relevance is blank. So what is M means? If I check that on the standard, M means delivery related invoice. So when you were in the standard process, when you were creating the delivery and then you were creating the invoice. So sales order, delivery, invoice. That's the way we started the uh, discussion, right? So standard process, when you create the invoice with respect to the delivery, that's the reason it is billing relevance is this particular field is responsible. So when you create sales order, you create delivery and system will allow you to create the invoice because your billing relevance is M. So with respect to delivery, trying to create a invoice, but here it is no billing relevance is there. So what is no means blank means not relevant for billing. So that's the reason system is not allowing you to create the invoice. So when it's a KBN, the item category is KBN, it's not relevant for billing. So these 2 points we need to understand and we can tell during the interview. So they will understand that we have gone through the system in detail and we can do that. But what we need to do, now you have to check for the all the item category and all the document type. So when you do the practice at your home, so just check the consignment issue, क्योंकि consignment issue में तो अपना ये होगा इनवॉइसिंग होगा. So definitely the consignment issue के लिए जो item category है, so that will not be relevant to the billing. So what are the item category? So these are the item category for, so we have seen the consignment fill up, so KB, KBN. So you just need to add a N here. So if it is CF, so CFN, KE, KEN, KR, KRN, CONR is another set of documents, KR, and item category is KRN. So you can take this item category and check that KBN, KEN, KRN, and KN. So if I check the KEN, so I will go to VOV7 and check the item category issue. So issue क्या हम लोग billing कर रहे हैं. So it is KEN. So you can see this is the billing relevance is there. So billing relevance is delivery related billing document. So we can create the billing document here. There is a difference between M and A, but let's not go to that. What is that difference between A and M? But in nutshell, what we try to understand is we can create the billing document here with this item category. So when you create the consignment issue CI or KE document type, it will automatically attach the KEN, and KEN has a billing relevance A. There is another important configurations where you can see that special stock, that is W. What is the special stock means? Special stock means consignment. So in the item category level, you can see that W is assigned for the KEN special stock. As a special stock, the W is assigned. So that's the reason you can, if you go to the MMB level, you can see this bifurcation means this division is happening. Out of 25, the 10 is there. So 10 is nothing but a special stock. So this special stock configuration we have done in the item category level. So whenever you automatically get the item category determination in the sales order level KEN, the special stock W will be available. So these two important configuration you have to remember for the consignment purpose. Now, there is another topic what Chetan was talking about, the movement type. So this is a favorite interview question. What is the movement type for the consignment? It will 631, 633, 634, and 632. So some desi interview will definitely ask you what is the movement type for consignment fill up. So you have to remember this consignment fill up, it is 631. So how you remember that? There is a tricky way, means simple way, is that consignment fill up with the consignment movements type will start with 631 to 632. So consignment fill up is 631, pickup is 632, issue and return are 33 and 34. So it will start with 31, then it will go to pickup, because these issue and return are same process almost, means it's a standard process. So it is 633 and 634, and fill up and pickup are 31 and 32. So just trying to remember this movement type actually. You might have a question, movement type लेके क्या होता है, मतलब why we are talking about the movement type and all. So if you remember the movement type discussion we happened, so whenever there is a situation for the stock changes, so movement type will be play an important role. So we SD guys are not responsible for the movement type. The MM guys will do the configurations and all, but they will give you the movement type details. The 631 number they will give, 633 number they will give. So that will be, we will receive from the MM guys, and when you configure the schedule line, जो schedule line में movement type होता है वो number आप डाल दोगे, उतना ही अपना काम है. But we should have a high level idea what is the movement type and where it is get captured. It's get captured in the schedule line level and consignment का ये है.
सो हाना में भी यही सेम है, मतलब मूवमेंट टाइम वगैरह, जैसे मतलब जो या इन इज देयर एनी नंबर या चेंजेस, ऐसा
No,
कुछ
no,
नहीं?
no, कुछ नहीं. अभी
सो
तक जो बताया
बेसिकली
मैंने everything same.
631 ऑन 634 ये जो बोला है, दिस इज बेसिकली स्टैंडर्ड डिफाइंड बाय
Move-
SAP and people use it, or they can define their own also, kind of thing.
No, they can define their own. So 1 to 699, I believe it's a standard one. मेरे को जितने याद आ रहा है, उसके बाद आप ये कर सकते हो, कस्टमाइज कर सकते हो. 999 तक होता है. 3 digit number is a movement type. So from 699, from 700 to 999, you can customize. Means you means guys will do that. There is no change in the S4 HANA process wise. Everything whatever we have discussed is same, exactly same. There is no change. Um, but just let's understand the process actually. So don't worry about that whether there is a change in consignment or no, nothing will happen. Everything is same. Uh, I'm just thinking any other topic, any other points I'm just missed out. Mm, yeah. So another point we need to note here, that's an accounting entry. So अकाउंटिंग एंट्री जो होता है ना, स्टैंडर्ड सेल्स प्रोसेस में अकाउंटिंग एंट्री क्या होता है? Standard sales process means when I'm talking about delivery, sales order, delivery, in this process there are two accounting entries, two accounts are getting impacted. So this is just for your FII सिस्टम में ये काम पे नहीं आएंगे, आपको कभी भी अकाउंटिंग एंट्रीज के बारे में देखना नहीं पड़ेंगे, व्हाट अकाउंट, व्हाट लेजर अकाउंट एंड ऑल, जस्ट फॉर योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग पर्पस. एंड इंटरव्यू में ये पूछ सकता है. There is some interviewer who may ask this question, what are the accounting entries for consignment? So at least if you tell that what is need to be debited, what is need to be credited, वो सब complexity में नहीं जाके, at least if you just tell the what are the ledger accounts is getting impacted, that will be fine, more than enough. So in standard sales process mein, whenever we create the PGI, when we create the billing documents and all, there are two accounts getting impacted. One is the inventory account, another one is a cost of goods sold account, COGS account. That's for the standard sales. So here in consignment, we have two accounts. One is the inventory account, another is a special stock account. Special stock account. So FI guys, the finance guys will take care of these accounts and all, but just for your knowledge purpose and to answer the interview questions, we have to understand that no need to configure anything, no configuration steps is required, nothing else, just for understanding purpose. So these two, inventory account and special stock account, are there. So when you do the fill up, these two accounts, fill up, pick up, issue, all these steps we do, these two accounts are getting impacted, the inventory account and the special stock account. Just remember that in standard, like standard sales, COGS is not playing a role here. The special stock account, there is an account called special stock account which is getting impacted. I think that much we have for the consignment. So if I summarize the whole discussion, consignment, whenever you answer the consignment related interview question, just try to understand, you have to try to mention the ownership word in your answer, because ownership, this particular word is important. तो आप कभी भी बात कर रहे हो इंटरव्यूअर से, if they ask any consignment related question, just put the ownership word, so they will understand that you at least have a clarity on the basic concepts. So ownership doesn't change in the consignment process, whether in the standard sales process, obviously the ownership changes. That is point number one. Point number two, when we do the configuration, there are four processes: consignment, fill up, pick up. So just try to remember this fill up and pick up together, because the logic is when I'm sending goods to the dealer counter, it is fill up. When the dealer is not able to sell that further to his end customer, I will pick up. So fill up and pick up is kind of complementary process. मतलब आप स्टॉक दे रहे हो, आप स्टॉक उठा रहे हो. that is consignment fill up and consignment pickup. There are other two processes, that is consignment issue and consignment return. It is nothing but a standard process. Means consignment issue मतलब आप सेल कर रहे हो इन कस्टमर को, मतलब डीलर कस्टमर को सेल कर रहा है, सो हम लोग ओनरशिप ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं, दैट इज कंसाइनमेंट इशू. एंड जब उसका कस्टमर मतलब डीलर का कस्टमर डीलर को रिटर्न कर रहा है, obviously dealer will return to us, right? He will not keep the stock with their own place. So then it will be a return. So consignment sales means consignment issue and consignment return are a complementary process. So issue pickup and issue fill up and issue and return. That's the way we will divide. So if we remember this way, it will be enough. And from this way I'm talking about. So let me color it in it together. What I'm trying to say: consignment fill up and pickup is a one go, one setup process, and issue and return is another setup process. From configuration perspective, we have to create, when you work in the real-time project, you have to create the separate document Z document types. So same thing, you have to copy from the original document type, put a Z or Y, and create your own document type. So let's say, for example, fill up will be ZKB, ZKE, ZKR, ZKN. Similar with that, you have to create your own item category here and the schedule line. So all these is consignment related configuration, document type, item category, and the schedule line.
एक बात पूछना था. So like when somebody is transferring this material, so consignment fill up का कोई order like if we don't want to जैसे pro forma invoice बनता है, इसमें भी बनेगा क्या pro forma invoice? Because the goods are transferred from the factory to the person, तो उसमें भी इसमें भी pro forma invoice बनेगा कि नहीं बनेगा? Like if we want to if for transportation purposes we require, तो रहेगा क्या इसमें?
हाँ, इसमें रहेंगे. अगर आपको मतलब इट्स डिपेंड ऑन द रिक्वायरमेंट, मतलब अगर आपको लगता है मतलब क्लाइंट को प्रोफार्मा इनवॉइस चाहिए तो डेफिनेटली इट विल बी.
नहीं मतलब if
और
sometimes what happens, like you will be transferring within the state or outside the state,
one
somebody
location
will
to
have
other
to,
location.
they will ask.
Yeah, they will ask for the proforma invoice. So definitely in that scenario, proforma invoice will be there. But as you know that proforma invoice will not have any accounting impact. So accounting entry कुछ नहीं होगा. Only the मतलब चालान के हिसाब से, चालान इन द सेंस वो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के हिसाब से प्रोफॉर्मा इनवॉइस बनेंगे. वो डिलीवरी के बाद वो प्रोफॉर्मा इनवॉइस बना सकते हैं हम लोग.
मतलब इसमें कौन
स्टैंडर्ड
से बनेगा?
एसएपी
फिलअप के बाद रहेगा, फिलअप में रहेगा कि?
फिलअप के रहेंगे, फिलअप के रहेंगे. एंड पिकअप पे भी रह सकते हैं. जहाँ पे आपको अकाउंटिंग डॉक्यूमेंट नो दिख रहा है ना एक्सेल में, वहाँ पे आपको आप प्रोफॉर्मा इनवॉइस बना सकते हो.
ओके.
So for everybody who doesn't understand the proforma invoice concept, I hope everybody knows, right? ये Chetan Priya, sorry, Pratik Priya, you guys know?
Yes, pro forma invoice we have discussed before.
Okay. Then it's fine. So proforma invoice वहाँ पे जहाँ पे no है ना, तो वहाँ पे proforma invoice बनेंगे based on the customer requirement. बन सकते हैं.
क्योंकि वन ऑफ आई थिंक अमर को पता नहीं होगा, मतलब अमर सॉरी श्वेता को पता नहीं, श्वेता है ही नहीं.
श्वेता को इसलिए देखा मैंने, श्वेता है नहीं है.
बेसिकली क्या होता है कि जब whenever they are transporting, they don't want to it is used so that the custom officials know what is there in the transport material, but they don't want to reveal price also, but they have to show the quantity and the quantity and the material inside.
Correct. अमर कुछ बोल रहा था क्या? आई थिंक वॉइस नहीं आ रहा है.
नहीं वही परफॉर्मेंस का ही बोल रहा था. वेट
ओके.
को वेट होता है. कोई डिलीवरी चलन पे ही भेज देते हैं, मतलब ना बाद में टैक्स इनवॉइस बनाते हैं.
हाँ, बाद में टैक्स इनवॉइस बनता है. तो अभी एकदम 2022. हाँ, कंपनी टू कंपनी वेरी करता है।
हाँ,
ये कोई परफॉर्म इनवॉइस बनाता है, कोई परफॉर्म इनवॉइस नहीं बनाता है, एज पर द कस्टमर रिक्वायरमेंट। अभी 2022 वर्जन जो लेटेस्ट वर्जन है, 2023 अभी तक रिलीज नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि ऑन प्रीमाइज जो वर्जन रहता है S/4HANA का, आई एम टॉकिंग, इसी से तो अभी कोई नया वर्जन नहीं आएंगे। ये S/4HANA का जो नया वर्जन रिलीज होता है, एवरी अक्टूबर 2023 दे रिलीज इट। ऑन प्रीमाइज का, क्लाउड का हर 3 महीने में आता है। Every quarter they have do some changes and release some version. So that is on the on cloud, actually cloud का। So on premise का जो version है, latest version है 2022। अभी 2023 में S/4HANA 2023 वर्जन आएंगे। तो उसमें ये लोग एक फीचर दिया है, प्रीलिमिनरी बिलिंग डॉक्यूमेंट करके। उसमें ना अब प्रोफॉर्मा इनवर्स टाइप का ही हो रहा है। मतलब अभी क्या होता है एक्चुअल बिजनेस सिनेरियो में, there are a lot of negotiations happen between the buyer and the seller. So आपने कुछ इनवॉइस भेज दिया, सेलर ने कुछ इनवॉइस भेज दिया बायर को। चेतन, can you please mute for a second? If you बायर को आपने कुछ इनवॉइस भेज दिया, सेलर ने भेज दिया, तो ऑब्वियसली आफ्टर दैट करेक्शन करना जरूरी होता है, बिकॉज डीलर, फॉर एग्जांपल डीलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर नेटवर्क का हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, B2B का। So definitely dealer will say, hey, this is not right price, this is blah blah, I have need to more discount and all this stuff. So there is a preliminary billing concept they have introduced. So billing के पहले ना एक draft billing होगा। So draft billing होने के बाद, I means they will send the draft billing to the customer। I mean SAP के भी बोल रहा हूँ, SAP में ड्राफ्ट बिलिंग क्रिएट होगा, एंड ड्राफ्ट बिलिंग डीलर जब अप्रूव करेंगे, सेलर बायर जब अप्रूव करेंगे, तब फाइनल बिलिंग बनेंगे। मतलब think about this way, VL02N and VF01, इसका बीच में एक लेयर उन्होंने डाल दिया ड्राफ्ट बिलिंग करके, जो सिमिलर लाइक आप जो प्रोफॉर्मा इनवॉइस बात कर रहा हो वही होता है, बट दे हैव रीनेम्ड इज लेबल्ड एज ए ड्राफ्ट बिलिंग, प्रिलिमिनरी इनवॉइस करके बोल रहा है। बट मैंने अभी तक उसमें काम नहीं किया, क्योंकि एकदम नया कॉन्सेप्ट है। वी नीड टू एक्सप्लोर। एक्चुअली कोई क्लाइंट नहीं किया अभी तक, इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं किया, क्योंकि अक्टूबर 2022 में ये वर्जन आया। ठीक है, any no other questions, then we can close it. Please explore it, try to create more document types, consignment issue, consignment return, उसमें कुछ क्रिएट करने का कोशिश करो। कुछ आएगा तो मतलब डिफिकल्टी आएगा, डेफिनेटली विल लुक इनटू टुगेदर। नेक्स्ट सेशन में बात करेंगे। नेक्स्ट सेशन हम लोग अकाउंट डिटर्मिनेशन के बारे में बात करेंगे। तो मैंने प्रतीक और प्रिया को ही बता रहे थे, आई थिंक चेतन अमर आपको भी बता दिया। तो नेक्स्ट वीक का कोई लुकअप पीरियड रखेंगे हम लोग। मतलब कोई भी आपका डाउट्स है, just start jot down the points which you need to be covered. I'm okay to means rewind entire topic। मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल आपने मेरे को बताओगे एंटरप्राइज स्ट्रक्चर, मेरे को फिर से बोलना है, आई एम हैप्पी टू डू दैट। आपने बताओगे नहीं मेरे को थर्ड पार्टी सेल्स चाहिए, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल। तो वो मेरे को सिर्फ जॉट डाउन करके रख देना, सो दैट इट विल बी इजी फॉर यू। हम लोग नेक्स्ट वीक उसको।
सर आपने वो ये डॉक्यूमेंट मूवमेंट टाइप के लिए कोई डॉक्यूमेंट भेजा था आपने,